What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy. Let's go, chat. Yankees are looking to finish off a sweep of the Minnesota Twins this evening in less than an hour, honestly, at this point. Hope everyone's having an awesome day so far. Appreciate everybody for stopping by for the pre-game. But before we get into anything about tonight's game, let's take attendance/roll call. You guys know the deal. It is currently 7:02 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's do this. Shout out to Joseph Majestical Chicken. Love that name. Larry's treasures. I still don't know what his treasures are. But we got Martin, Amy, Matt, Michael Caputo, Ed King, Programmer, Damian, Yoelvis, Lori, Not So Family Fun Vintage, THG, Felix, Stevie Bats. Who else we got? We got KG Baseball, Yankee Fan for Life, Big Brain Borg, CJ. Who else? We got Leanna. I think I got everybody. Sorry if I miss anyone. But listen, shout out to everybody. We have a pretty fun game tonight. Chris Gittens and Clint Frazier are back in the lineup for the Yankees. If they do not beat J-Hap tonight, I'm going to be livid, bro. I'm going to be so pissed off, I might just come on stream and just cry. I might just cry. But shout out to Austin Lugo. Sorry if I miss you, Austin. But let's take a look at the Yankees lineup for this evening. We got DJ leading it off, Judge in the 2-hole, Glaber 3, Stanton 4, kind of shocking. It seems like every game after Stanton does well, the Yankees bench him, so I guess it's finally nice to see him not benched after kind of getting hot. So Stanton's in that 4-hole, Gio is 5, Sanchez 6, Andujar 7, Gittens 8, Frazier 9, with Michael King on the mound. Chat, I know a lot of you have differing opinions as far as Michael King goes. Personally, you guys know I kind of like him, right? He didn't do too bad in his last outing, I don't believe. Let me pull up his game logs really quickly here. So his last start was against the Boston Red Sox on June 4th, where he went 5 1/3, 4 earned runs. It didn't feel like he pitched that bad. Maybe that's just because I view him with like rose-colored glasses or something. But yeah, it was just the first inning for King that was rough. I remember that. But yeah, I mean, as far as the Yankee lineup goes, I'm fairly confident in this team tonight. They literally stacked every single right-hander in the lineup against J-Hap, and Hap has been awful so far this year. To no one's surprise, really. So I think if they don't score at least 5 off Hap, I'll be significantly disappointed. But with that being said, based on the lineup, let's go back to the regular screen here. How's everyone doing today? How's everybody doing? You guys know I can't complain as usual. Honestly, I'm very confident going into tonight's game. I don't know if it's because Hap is on the mound. I don't know if it's because I really like tonight's lineup. You don't see any Odor. You don't see any Gardner. You don't see any Tyler Wade. I'm sorry, Tyler Wade. I kind of like you, but you're not that good of a hitter. So, honestly, I genuinely think that the Yankees lineup is set up for success tonight. And I don't think the only thing that could stop the Yankees from winning tonight is themselves. But yeah. Also, shout out to Derek of NYY Recaps. Sent me this shirt. Pretty fire shirt. Kluber's no-hitter. I don't know what Derek's merchandise thing is, but definitely go check it out. I need the Yankees to bring Kluber back. I need Kluber to come back healthy, strong, beautiful, bold, boisterous. What's another thing that starts with a B? Come on, one more word that starts with a B to describe Kluber. Why can't I think of anything that starts with a B? I don't know. Chat, give me a word. I have no idea. But kind of going back to the best. There we go. The beautiful. I don't know. But kind of going back to the Yankee game for today. I think it's really important to kind of keep an eye on Giancarlo Stanton today, right? Because he's coming off an absolute coming out party yesterday, if that's what you want to call it. He had 2 home runs last night. He went 3 for 5 with 5 RBIs, I believe. I think if Giancarlo Stanton does well again today, we're kind of on the verge of seeing a ridiculous hot streak from him. Something kind of like when before he got injured. If we see another streak like that from Giancarlo Stanton, that could be just what the Yankees need right now. But listen, shout out to Ruben Cruz with the $5 dono. Appreciate you, Ruben. You're the man. He says, last night they put up a stat in the game that Judge has hit 354 in the last 29 games. Man, I did not realize Judge was that hot with the bat. LOL. Brian Fingerguns, bang, bang, bang. Let's go. But this is exactly what I've been saying for so long, right? Aaron Judge is having one of the most underrated MVP caliber seasons we have seen in years. And I don't know why it's being thrown so under the radar. I think it's probably because the Yankees haven't been playing too well. And because of that, that's kind of the bigger narrative for the Yankees rather than just Judge being an absolute beast. If we look at his splits so far this season, kind of like by month, right? He's actually like cooled off a little bit in June compared to May. But May, as you guys remember, this kind of says a lot because he started off the month of May pretty slow. But in the month of May, he batted .323 with a .404 on base and a .949 OPS. He still has a .900 OPS in June. But, I mean, he's batting .250, .400 on base. It's really just the batting average that has dropped a little bit. But, I mean, Aaron Judge has just been unreal. I want to see if I could find out his numbers, like, right after that kind of rough spell ended, right? So, let's go to, like, May 11th till now. Sounds good, right? So, since May 11th, which has been 28 games, Aaron Judge is batting .347 with a .444 on base, a .633 slugging, and a 1,000 OPS. Unreal. The dude has 8 home runs, 17 RBIs. Shout out to Aaron Judge. I mean, I just don't understand why he's just not getting the respect that he deserves. I think just because it's like such a given at this point. I think Aaron Judge also deserves a lot of credit for staying healthy, right? I mean, going into the season, there was so much doubt casted upon Aaron Judge as to whether or not he could stay healthy for a full season and what it would mean for the Yankees if he could. And I think he's kind of proved so far that, knock on wood, right, he's been healthy just about all year, besides the couple games he missed with side soreness, which might be from the COVID vaccine. Shout out to Dan. But you guys know what I'm saying. Also, shout out to Ruben Cruz with a $2 dono. Appreciate you, Ruben. He says, man, and Judge has not even gotten home run crazy yet. Exactly. I was talking about this with Dan the other day when Dan was on. And he really, like, Judge is doing all this and putting up all these numbers, and he hasn't really gone on, like, a ridiculous hot streak yet, right? Like a 2020 hot streak, like before he got injured, or a 2017 type hot streak. One of those hot streaks where we just see Aaron Judge light up all of baseball. We haven't seen that from him yet, and he's still putting up these numbers. So I'm just genuinely excited to see once he does put those up. But run back those Brian Finger guns. Let's go. Come on. Give me that. Run it back. Thank you. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to Ruben Cruz. Appreciate you, my man. But let's see what else we got in the chat. Let me scroll up a little bit. I think I missed some comments. Not So Family Fun Vision says, you just pissed off the Tyler Wade stands. Tyler Wade has some diehard stands. He really does. Shockingly. But let's see. Austin Lugo says, Pat, great news. Boone said Britton will be back versus Phillies most likely. Yeah, once Britton comes back, that kind of shores up the Yankees bullpen. But I think the question is who gets sent down, right? I guess Brooks Kriske might be that guy, especially considering how bad he was last night. Can we address the fact, like, Brooks Kriske is not like a major league pitcher? He was up last season, garbage. So far this season, garbage. Like, I don't know. It seems like the Yankees, their young arms are so hit or miss. It's so strange. Like, you have a guy like Jonathan Loaisiga who just emerged this season as just an absolute beast in the back end of that bullpen. But then you have a guy like Nick Nelson who has the potential to be that guy as well, but just hasn't kind of shown it. It's so strange. But let's see. Yankee Fan for Life says, Pat not wearing Unhinged merch. Shocking. Now, here's my thing. You guys are only going to see me wearing, like, one of two things, right? One, if Derek sends me a shirt, I'm wearing it. Shout out to Derek. I'm always supporting people who I love. Shout out to him. Or you guys are just going to see me rocking Unhinged. That's really one of two things I'll ever wear. And also, as far as, like, hats go, yeah, I'll rock a Yankee hat. Like, this is a Yankee hat. Shout out to the Yankees. They're a cool team, I guess. But, let's see. Jeff says, as hot as Stanton may get, they need to play him every day. I think they will now. I don't know. Did Boone make any comments as far as what Stanton's going to do for the Philly series? Because they are going to be in Philly for 2 games. I don't know if he's even going to play either of those games since there is going to be no DH. I would like to see Stanton maybe play the outfield one of those games. Call me crazy, chat. Call me crazy, but I would like to see Stanton in the outfield for at least one of those games. Because if the Yankees do make the World Series like I predict, right, they're going to need to see Stanton out there at some point. And you don't want Stanton's first outfield appearance to be in Game 1 of the World Series. You just don't. That's not an ideal situation. Just saying. Let me know what you guys think about that. Michael says, sorry, Michael. Says, so Pat, how did you like Cole owning Josh Donaldson last night? Talked about this last night on the postgame. Beautiful stuff. I mean, Josh Donaldson made himself look like such a bozo. Hashtag Donaldson's a bozo. The fact that you're just going to come out and call out Garrett Cole like that for no reason is really just mind-boggling. Like he mentioned yesterday, I believe, there's so many pitchers in Major League Baseball doing it, so I don't know why he had to call out only Garrett Cole. If Cole was still in the Astros, Donaldson would be silent right now. He's only calling Cole out because he's a Yankee, and he just has it out for him. It's strange. When there was all kinds of talk of the Astros doing this years ago, no one wanted to say anything, right? But now all of a sudden, Garrett Cole's a Yankee. Bang. Everyone wants to come out of the closet and just spew nonsense. But Garrett Cole really proved everyone wrong last night, so shout out to him. Yankee Fan for Life says, you just made Dan Rourke cry tears of joy. That is true. That is true. Shout out to Dan. Big Brain Borg says, can we give Judge some credit for being able to play center field? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Bro, the fact that Aaron Judge can literally go out there and play center field on any given day, and be pretty damn capable of doing so as well, deserves some major props. Major props. I would like to see him out there a little bit more often, just so we don't have to see Gardner out there or anybody else. But I would love to see Judge out there a little bit more often. You guys know that. Austin says, Pat, when Voit comes back, Gittins is sent down, sadly. It's kind of true. No, yeah, it is true. When Voit does come back, Gittins is likely going down. There's no space for him at that point. But, yeah. I'd like to see Gittins start hitting. I kind of mentioned this when he first came up. After, like, 3 or 4 games, if anybody's kind of, like, ripping the dude to shreds if he doesn't have a hit yet, relax. He's going to come around eventually. I just hope that he comes around before it's too late, right? Because if he still continues to, like, not hit at the plate for the next few games, the Yankees might just send him down even before Voit comes back, honestly. I don't know. They seem to give up on these young guys fairly quickly. I don't know why. But, also, Jack, we addressed this for a minute. The Mets literally have every single former Yankee. They have Billy McKinney, who I believe hit a home run for them last night. They have Mason Williams. They have, what's his face? They have the other guy. Mason Williams, Billy McKinney. There's one more former Yankee. Chasen Shreve, if I might not be mistaken. I don't know. But I forgot Mason Williams was even a thing. Who remembers when he was like Maben, Cameron Maben. Yeah, there we go. But who remembers when he was like a top prospect in the Yankees organization? Like 2015, 2016. Mason Williams was like the next guy up. And now he's like on the Mets. I didn't even know the dude was still in the league. He was with the Reds for a while too, I believe. So strange. But somehow the Mets aren't doing that bad. I'm pretty sure they're leading like the NL East, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're 3.5 games up on the NL East, 6 games above 500. I think it just goes to show how disappointing that division has been. I mean, especially the Braves, right? 2 games under 500. That's a really good team that's under 500. Betances, sure. I mean, isn't he hurt though? So I don't know if I really count him. Oh, the Mets DFA'd Maben. I had no idea about that. Shout out to Cameron Maben. Yankees are probably going to pick him up soon. Leanna says he played center when he played in college and played center against Cole in college. That's actually cool. That's a really fun fact. Also fun fact, I'm sure a lot of you know, Cole did play in college with Trevor Bauer. That's where the beef stems from. Hey, the more you know. But Billy Mueller says Judge in center field, Stanton in right field, Andujar third base, Gio shortstop, Glaber second, DJ first. Wow, you really just shook up the entire defensive alignment, didn't you? I kind of agree, Judge in center field. Instead of Stanton right, I think I'd put Clinton right, put Stanton left. Or you could put Clinton right. Clinton left, Stanton in right, either way. I don't know how confident I'd be in Andujar at third. I think I'd prefer Andujar to DH. And then I'd keep Gio at third, Glaber at short, DJ at second, and then Voit at first. Unless you're assuming that Voigt's not back yet, so then maybe I'd do that. Except I'd put DJ at third and then Gittins at first. Yeah. Let's see. Big Brain Borg says the Mets are pulling a 2019 Yankees. They really are. They really are. That's actually a really good way of putting it. The Mets have like half their team injured right now, but they've just like called up these random reinforcements like a Billy McKinney or a Mason Williams, and they just seem to be getting the job done. it's pretty weird. Like, if we look at the Mets lineup from last night, and I'm not trying to turn this into a Mets podcast at all, but I mean, like, look at these names. They have, like, Jose Peraza, Mason Williams, Billy McKinney, Jonathan VR, Kevin Pillar. Like, these are names that just don't seem like that they should be, like, starters at the major league level anymore, but they're literally doing it. Also, shout out to Kevin Pillar. Dude literally got hit in the nose and was back, like, a week later. Meanwhile, the Yankees, like, have a hangnail and they're out for 2 weeks. So odd. But Yankee Fan for Life says, did you hear the comments that Alonso made about the balls and free agent class? Yes, I did. I kind of agree with it. I think there's a lot of corruption? Yeah, corruption's a word. Corruption in Major League Baseball, as far as, like, market manipulation and all that. So I definitely think if there was ever a time for MLB to kind of, I don't know, I think it really determines what they crack down on based on the current free agent class. It is what it is, though. You guys know. It is what it is. Billy Mueller says Yankees always overhype their prospects so they could trade them. That's true, but not true at the same time, because the Yankees do overhype their prospects, like, to build up their trade value, but then they end up never trading them. You look at a guy like Chance Adams, right? They hyped him up so much, and then they never even utilized him in the Bronx, and they ended up trading him way too late in his career when his value was already down. You look at it like a guy like Clint Frazier, for example. Legendary bat speed. That's all we heard for 4 years. He comes up, rakes, and then they kind of don't capitalize and just wait until Clinton kind of falters in the Bronx, and then they get nothing for him. Same thing with Andujar. Same thing with... the list could go on and on. It's actually crazy, but I don't know. Kai says, remember that project I told you I had about a week ago, Pat? I got 100. Let's go, Kai. That's actually fire. Big 100 in the chat for Kai. But Michael says, if the Yankees can't hit Hap, then they should just retire. If the Yankees don't hit J-Hap tonight, I'll be very concerned. But it would be the most Yankees thing to do, right? I'm surprised that they're not throwing out a punt lineup today. I think the main reason is because they had an off day Monday and an off day on tomorrow. Wow, tomorrow's an off day. Interesting. I got to make plans as far as what we're doing for the stream. I'll let you guys know in the postgame. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that they're not punting this game. I'm happy that they're not. I'm surprised, though. I'm surprised. But it's very Yankee-like to kind of just, like, not even try tonight and just bow down to J-Hap. It's whatever. Austin says, Pat, remember when Miguel YAHYA, or whatever his name was on our team? He's on the Pirates in the Tyone trade. How is YAHYA doing so far this season? I know he was up with the Pirates in the beginning of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check on how he's doing. Oh, so it looks like he's only pitched 2 games this year. They are using him as a starter. So in 9 1/3, he's given up 4 earned runs. But was that in the beginning of the season, those 2 starts? Yeah, so he made 2 starts, one on April 21st and then another one on May 14th. But nothing since then, so I don't know. Also, chat, you guys are going to like this. Pretty big announcement coming regarding, like, future content on the channel. Saturday. Announcement on Saturday. Stay tuned. But Derek says, I also think there's a lot of corruption when it comes to service time manipulation of prospects. Oh, hell yeah. Manipulation of service time with prospects, that's one of the biggest issues in Major League Baseball that is kind of yet to be addressed, right? It's so strange how MLB kind of just lets teams manipulate the service time of their players and kind of have no repercussions of it, right? Another serious issue in the league that MLB refuses to address is the impoverish. Is impoverish a word? I don't know. The impoverish wages of minor league players. These guys are making like $20,000 a year. It's shameful. The fact that they have to like work 12-hour shifts essentially, being a minor league baseball player, and then not really having much free time to even have a second job is just, it's screwed up. But whatever. I remember I wrote a paper about it like my second year of college. I think I got an A on it. Shout out to whatever teacher that was. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, Jeff said, prospects are having their labor exploited. It's exactly what it is. It's an exploitation of labor. It's so aggravating, but I don't know. Matthew says stream with Dan tomorrow, Pat. We might. But also, speaking of Dan, YouTube like has his channel in limbo right now, which is so annoying. YouTube, you get your stuff together. apparently like 3 random people placed like copyright strikes on his videos, and now YouTube's like threatening to terminate the channel. Come on, bro. Like, they were literally just 3 random people. Like, annoying. But I think he's getting it solved. So still an annoying situation though, because he can't use his channel until they kind of take away the strikes, the unnecessary strikes. But let's see. Yankee Fan Flight says, what is our record against teams over 500 and under 500? That's actually a really good question that I would love to know the answer of. The answer to, actually. I wonder where I could find that. Chad, who knows where I could find that? I'm on Baseball Reference right now, and I'm like looking at the Yankees record, but I see like the breakdown of the record, but it has like different things, right? So like home road splits, month splits, extra inning games. I mean, it has like versus opponent, but it doesn't have like versus teams under over 500. The Yankee chat, listen to this. The Yankees are now 4 games over 500. On May 23rd, they were 9 games over 500. And on April 21st, they were 5 games under. Damn. Just Google it. Yeah, no, Dan has a temporary channel. But yeah, hopefully he gets his other one back soon. Hillel says, I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I butchered it. Hot take. Yankees lead 10-0 and the Twins bring in Astudillo and Stanton homers on a 3-0 pitch. If he does... All right, chat. Let's say that does happen, hypothetically, right? Stanton takes a 3-0 pitch from Williams Astudillo, like 500 feet. And the other opposing manager is like, yo, like that's not right. Do you guys think Boone defends Stanton? Yes or no? Or do you think Boone's like, you know, those were really scary comments made from the Twins manager. I don't think Giancarlo did anything wrong, but we will have a private talk about it. Yeah. I just think those are scary comments. I really do. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hillel says, yeah. Not So Family Fun Vintage says that sounds like a Torres thing. Not really. I think if anybody were to go yard on a 3-0 pitch against Astudillo, who do we think it would be? I'm thinking, like, who's going to be swinging for the fences against that dude? I'm trying to think. I don't think Glaber. I think Glaber would be too nice about it. Gary, maybe. I feel like Gary would kind of, like, just not care whatsoever. Frazier. It would definitely be Frazier. It would be Frazier, and everyone would be so pissed off at him about it. He would literally get, like... Oh, my God. He would get so attacked by the media, it's not even funny. Andujar... It's a good one. Odor's a very good one as well. Odor would be swinging for the fences. He would be looking to hit that ball out of target field easily. So yeah, I would say probably Odor, Frazier, Gary maybe. But Billy says Yanks 8-17 versus Tampa, Boston, and Toronto, and 500 or better against everyone else. Yeah, this has kind of been the story of the Yankees season, right? They kind of just refuse to do well against the teams in the American League East. It's strange. I don't know why they can't beat these teams. But I don't know. I guess the Blue Jays just have a really good offense. The Red Sox have a really good offense. The Rays don't even have a really good offense. They just have the Yankees number. It's so strange. I don't know. Dariel says, did you hear about Brian Cashman saying this team sucks, but not for long? I did want to talk about this. This is very important. Because I see, all right, chat, get your little notepad out because Pat's going to give you some wisdom. A lot of people are making way too much out of these comments saying that we suck but not for long. As in, they think that this means the Yankees are going to trade for somebody or make some sort of big acquisition. I'm telling you right now, when Brian Cashman says this, he's essentially saying that we suck because we don't have the current roster construction. We don't have Zach Britton. We don't have Luke Voit. We don't have Luis Severino. We don't have Darren O'Day. So what he's trying to say is once these guys do come back, the Yankees are going to be back to full strength. I think he's setting us up perfectly, and we joked about this all beginning of the season, but it's actually becoming true. These guys are our trade deadline acquisitions. They're literally becoming our trade deadline acquisitions, and that's exactly what Brian Cashman means when he says this. I know all of us want to get happy because we're thinking like, oh, Brian Cashman, he's trying to tell us like, oh, he's going to make a big move at the deadline. I completely disagree. I would love to see him make a big splash at the deadline, but we're going to get Luke Voit's coming back. Corey Kluber's, all right. Luke Voit, Corey Kluber, Zach Britton, Darren O'Day, Luis Severino. He's going to make the argument that all of these guys are going to return and be bigger impacts to this team than any trade acquisition would, and he's going to blame it on the market just being too against the Yankees. Listen, you guys can't even be surprised once it happens. You can't, because that's all we've seen for the past couple years. I don't know. Yeah, as Johnny said, there's no way the Yankees make any actual trade deadline acquisition. It's just not who they are anymore. It's really not. And Lori asked, can Zach and Sevy hit? Unfortunately not. Austin says, Pat, I hope you say this, then breaking news. Marte Scherzer on Yanks. Listen, I would love to be proved wrong. This is like one of those situations where I know I'm right, but I would love to be proved wrong. Brian Cashman, please watch this. Lock eyes with me, Brian. Do something. Prove Patrick Hennessy wrong. Make me zip tie my mouth shut, bro. Please. Martin says, I'm on a road trip but still listening to Unhinged Yankees. That's why you're the man, Martin. That's why Martin is the man. Yankee Fan for Life says, will you do a live stream that day? Yeah, for sure. I think on trade deadline day, well, whenever the Yankees make a big acquisition, I'll probably go live like directly after it happens. So like, let's say the Yankees trade for Ketel Marte on like at 12 o'clock on like a random Tuesday. I'll probably go live from like 12 to 1. Yeah, for sure. But chat, with that being said, let's take a look at the Yankees lineup and make our home run predictions for tonight. So, you guys know the easy picks. We're going Judge. We're going Stanton. Give me one more. I got Judge. I got Stanton. Who else is going yard tonight, chat? Who do we got? I want to say Frazier. I really want to say Frazier. You guys know I kind of always have to go Judge and Clint. However, I'm not doing that tonight. I'm going Judge, Stanton, Gary. Judge, Stanton, Gary. Who says no? Literally, who says no? I see lots of Gittins. I would love... How beautiful would that be if we saw Chris Gittins not only get his first career MLB hit, but first career MLB home run off of the man, J Happ. I would love to see that. I see lots of Garys too, lots of Miggies. You know, it's actually like fun to start doing these home run predictions now, right? Because the Yankees have so many guys who are kind of hot where anybody could kind of go yard on any given night, and I wouldn't be too surprised about it. The guys I'm kind of looking at, right, are, it's quite a few. Judge, Stanton, Gary, Andujar. Yeah, 4. Those are my 4 guys, and then obviously Clint is just my usual pick, so just kind of take that with a grain of salt. But, yeah, going back to the regular screen here. And Gittins, sure, Gittins. Shout out to Chris Gittins. I would love to see him absolutely tank one tonight. But as far as Michael King goes, chat, do we have a predicted line from Michael King this evening? Personally, I think he's going to go at least 5. I think we're going to see 5 innings out of King. 5 innings, let's say 2 earned runs. 2 earned runs, that's pretty fair. 6 Ks. I think that keeps them in the game. I think the Yankees score at least 5. At least 5 off J-Happ. Probably knock him out after the 4th, if I'm being quite honest with you. So with that being said, as far as my final score prediction for today, do we see another slugfest? Chat, something literally just clicked in my head here. Yankees win 7-2 tonight. Yankees win 7-2. They're gonna rake. They're gonna hit like 4 home runs. They're just gonna complete their domination over the Minnesota Twins. We just own that franchise. I mean, with the Yankees struggling so much, there's no better team we needed to go and face besides the Minnesota Twins. We just own them. It's just simple truth at this point. So the Yankees win 7-2 tonight. Michael King goes 5 strong. We get home runs from Judge, Stanton, Frazier, but also keep an eye on Gittins, Andujar, and Gary. With that being said, though, you guys know the deal. I will be live directly after the game for the post-game on this channel. Check out the links in the description. We got the Discord, fun group chat. Join that. Follow us on Newsbreak for exclusive content on there. Also, merchandise link in the description as well. You guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more. I'll see you after the game. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Let's go, Yankees. Complete the sweep tonight. Oh, also, shout out to Ruben Cruz with the $5 dono. Ruben, that was a buzzer beater. That was a big buzzer beater. He says, I want to see Gary go 4-4 with 2 doubles and 1 home run. Appreciate you, Ruben. Huge dono right before the bell. But you guys know the deal. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Let's go, Yankees. See you after the game. Peace.